So the boys have short hair, is it all right? You go and cut your hair short, so your phenotype is not short hair, okay, your phenotype is long hair. What is the meaning? You cannot make any alteration, means it is not that, means phenotype should be any character which is controlled genetically. Is it clear? It is not that we have inflated it and made it round. These round seeds, they are genetically controlled, but it is physical character is it is round. But genes are there to control the round shape. If you don't cut your hair, is it, they will grow long. So you have gene for long hair. You have genes for long hair. Or we go to another example, you know, these days people have a tendency to color their hair. Is it clear? Dye their hair. Is it all right? So, suppose a person has dyed the hair, has black hair, but he has dyed the hair brown. So if I see the person's hair, what will I say? What is the color of the hair? What is the phenotype? What is physical character which is expressed? Is it clear? Or expressed character? I will say he has brown hair. No, he doesn't have brown hair. His phenotype is black hair. If you are making some alteration, that is not phenotype. What is genetically? Means, so a person if having black hair, is it clear? He is changing it to brown, dyeing it to brown. His phenotype is not brown. His phenotype is black. So what is phenotype? Phenotype is a physical character or the expressed character. Is it clear? But it has to be controlled genetically. There is a long plant. Is it clear? Long pea plant, a tall pea plant. I have just trimmed it and make it short or dwarf. So you cannot say that the pea plant is dwarf. It has gene for tallness. I have altered it. So that cannot be phenotype. Phenotype is any physical character which is kept naturally. If you are keeping it naturally, how does it look like? That is phenotype. So phenotype, when you are mentioning, don't forget to write phenotype is a physical character or expressed character controlled genetically. That has to be there, or else your definition is incomplete. Okay, another term comes as genotype. Okay, it is simple genetic makeup of an organism. Genetic makeup of an organism is genotype. Is it all right? Okay, now we are coming to the terms. Question comes, what is the phenotype and genotype of F1 and F2 generation? Phenotype and genotype. Okay, what is the phenotype? Phenotype, what is the phenotype? Physical appearance. दिखने में कैसा है? Is it all right? In this case, all are round. So phenotype is all round. All are round. All produce round seeds. All produce phenotypically. They are genetically also round seed. Maybe heterozygous or homozygous, whatever, but they are round seeds. Is it clear? What will be the genotype of F1 generation? Genotype, that means genetic makeup. The genotype of F1 generation is RR. The genetic makeup. You will not write you will not use the term homozygous round or heterozygous round. No. Genotype means how the gene looks like, capital R, small r. Is it all right? So this is what is genotype. Okay. Now we come to, I hope you have finished, you have understood this. Now we come to F2, phenotype and genotype. Is it all right? So what is the phenotype of F2 generation? Okay, phenotype, here we stress more phenotype. Okay, phenotype of F2 generation. This is F2 generation. Okay, there are round seeds, there are wrinkle seeds. So we will mention both. Okay, so there are round and wrinkle seeds. Round seeds and wrinkle seeds. Both are there. Okay, phenotype. दिखने में जैसा लग रहा है. Okay, phenotype. What is the genotype? What is the genotype of F2 generation? Genotype of F2 generation, is it clear? It is genetic makeup, we write capital R, one kind of seed is gene. How are the genes produced? What kind of genes are produced? Capital R. Next one is capital R, small r. Okay, the third one is capital R, small r. We don't repeat, we have already written. And the third one is small r. Is it all right? So phenotype is only, round seeds and wrinkle seeds. Okay, round seeds are also produced, wrinkle seeds are also produced. Genotype, there is capital R, small r. Now one more question is asked, what is the phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio of F2 generation? All right, phenotypic, now we have to express this in phenotype. If it is asked, we write like this. But if it is ratio asked, what is the phenotypic ratio of F2 generation? F1 generation doesn't have any ratio, all round, all RR, is clear. So F2 generation phenotypic ratio and genotypic ratio. Okay, so we first write about phenotypic ratio. Okay, how do we write phenotypic ratio? First we write the phenotype. Okay. First we write the phenotype. What is the phenotype? And wrinkle. Ratio, now we will write in ratio form. Round and wrinkle. Round seeds, you can write round seeds and wrinkle seeds as well. So what is the phenotype? For if there are 3 round, 1 wrinkle. So what is the phenotypic ratio? 3:1. Phenotypic ratio, is it clear? What is genotypic ratio? Ratio, I am talking about ratio. So first you write the genotype in ratio form, is it clear? Capital R, and the sequence should go like this only, capital R, small r, and small r. Capital R, small r, we have written. Okay, again there is a capital R, small r, we do not repeat, small r, is it clear? So so there is, out of 4, 1 is capital R, 2 are capital R, small r, and 1 is small r. Is it all right? So here goes the genotypic ratio. Genotype is capital R, small r. The genotypic ratio is 1:2:1, whereas the phenotypic ratio is 3:1. Is it all right? Phenotype is just the expressed character. Okay, so this is what is Mendel's first law, the monohybrid cross. Okay, so we have given you the term allele. Alleles are always the genes. They are not the character, they are not the chromosomes, they are the genes. Alleles are the genes controlling the same character. Is it clear? They can be in same form or different form. If they are in same form, they are similar alleles. If they are different forms, they are dissimilar alleles. And when we are talking about homozygous and heterozygous, actually we are talking about the character. Homozygous round, that means it is pure round. That means both the genes are of same type. Is it clear? Heterozygous means dissimilar allele. Is it all right? That means one is dominant, another is recessive. Okay, so that's all about the monohybrid cross. Now after the monohybrid cross, after this cross, there are some laws given. There are 3 laws of Mendel. First 2 laws are based on monohybrid cross. So the first law I do, and I hope this is clear to you. So first law we do is law of dominance. Law of dominance, is it all right? Okay, what is the law of dominance? out of a allelic dissimilar allelic pair, out, I'm showing tall and off, out of a dissimilar allelic pair, ठीक है, one member of the pair expresses itself more than the other. Repeating once more, out of a dissimilar allelic pair. Is it clear? Dissimilar allelic pair means not T and T, not T and T. Is it clear? It should be capital T, small t, capital R, small r, capital A, small a, axial terminal, capital P, small p, purple, white. It should go like this. Is it all right? Dissimilar allele, one member of the pair expresses itself more than the other. The more expressive member is called dominant, whereas the less expressive member is known as the recessive. Is it clear? So just let me write it down. Out of a pair of dissimilar alleles, it can be, it happens in similar alleles, but how do you know that like they are dissimilar alleles are easy to recognize. Our alleles, out of a pair of dissimilar alleles, one member of the pair expresses itself more than the other. The more expressed member is dominant, whereas the less expressive member is recessive. This is what is Mendel's first law. In this law, means one thing in the cross, have you noticed that the dominant character can be expressed, the dominant character, that is round. Here I have what I have expressed. The dominant character can be expressed in both homozygous and heterozygous form. The dominant character, that means the round, can be expressed in both homozygous and heterozygous form. That means if it is capital R, that is round. If it is capital R, small r, that is also round. In heterozygous form also, the dominant character is expressed. In homozygous form also the dominant character is expressed. In heterozygous form also the dominant character is expressed. Is it clear? But the recessive character is only expressed when it is homozygous. It cannot be expressed in its heterozygous form. The recessive character is only expressed in its homozygous form. That means if it is small r, then only the expression of the character will take place. If it is capital R, if it is heterozygous, the recessive character is never expressed. So dominant character is expressed both in homozygous and heterozygous form, whereas recessive character is expressed in homozygous as well as recessive character is only expressed in homozygous form, not in heterozygous form. The next law we will do in the next class. The second law we will do in the next class, just a revision of it, like when you draw Mendel's cross, monohybrid or dihybrid cross, what are the steps you have to follow, and you should not be missing these steps. Is it all right? Which steps you have to follow? First you show with parents, means when you are showing genetically. Is it clear? First you show with parents. The next step, the gametes of parents.